even though I'm not an expert, I hope that I can share my personal experiences to talk about choice. And when I was a junior, I attended the program held by MOFA. I went to South Africa as a delegate. And I believe that most of you may think that South Africa was a place maybe full of wild animals, or a really hot place, or maybe a poverty-stricken place. And what I want to say is that actually South Africa is definitely not the place what people call the heart of darkness. Actually, its capitals were so prosperous, and it's even more well-constructed than Taipei, no matter its road or its infrastructures. And our job was to introduce Taiwanese culture to university students and officials there. And we hope that through this kind of culture exchange activities can help boost the relationship between two countries and also help enhance mutual understandings. And what I want to share is that at that time I was in charge of Chinese calligraphy courses. And because I like Chinese calligraphy and characters a lot, and also Chinese culture. And at that time, I was so surprised because students there, they were so absorbing and exciting about Chinese culture. And they just kept asking us about how to write their names in Chinese and what's the meaning behind each Chinese character. And also, because of their curiosity and passion, that really inspired us. And at that moment, I finally realized the joyness of sharing our own culture to others. And just before, I thought that my impression on South Africa will be full of positive aspects. And our visit to a slum area in Johannesburg just changed my way of viewing this country, or I can even say changed my way of viewing this world. And a slum area we have visited is called Tembisa. There, we can see lots of sufferings and starvation, also illness, disease, and poverty. And we joined a Taiwanese charity group to help teach those residents the right sanitary knowledge and also teach them how to avoid those illness and disease. And their schools and house there were built by scrap tires and also like iron sheet. But what amazed me the most is that people there were so optimistic. We can always see smiles on their faces, and we yellow people to them were just really special because they were super curious about us and kept asking us about if we can teach Kung Fu to them or not, and they just kept imitating Bruce Lee. And they were so naive that maybe just by interacting with them, I finally realized that true happiness lies not in how rich you are, but how much you treasure what you have already owned. So in South Africa, I see the two opposite sides of this country, just the so-called the gap between the rich and poor. And as far as I am concerned, that journey really changed my way of viewing the world and viewing the things. As a college students, we might face lots of difficulties in our lives. Sometimes we may feel at lost and feel anxious about our future. But what I want to say is that don't be afraid. We cannot avoid the challenges and difficulties ahead, but we can choose the way we view those things. So just don't be afraid, and just like what Steve Jobs has said, we need to trust that all the dots in our life will somehow connect in the future. So I think everything happening in our life has its meaning. We should just embrace them no matter it's good or bad. And so as far as I'm concerned, I think the trip in South Africa made me made up my mind that in the future, no matter what job I will do, I will definitely choose a job that can make this world a little bit better.